Hi, I'm Tony Starks. I'm with Golf Range Magazine, and I am here at one of the most iconic ranges in all of the golf industry, Hillmaid's Kingdom in wonderful Carlsbad, California. And I'm with a special guest today that needs no introduction, Mr. Haney.
Hey, thanks. I appreciate it.
Of course.
I'm glad to be with you.
Well, Hank, you just went through an awesome clinic with a lot of media guys from out here in Southern Cal, and you introduced the new RSI iron from TaylorMade.
Oh, cool. The technology is amazing. Everybody mishits shots. I mean, to me, distance is the most important thing in the game. And if you can hit the ball longer with your mishits, you make the game a lot easier.
And media guys are kind of bigger critics than maybe some of your students, right?
Well,
so you got to be on your game, you got to be sharp when you're delivering those presentations.
Exactly.
And we wanted to talk a little bit about that today for you golf instructors out there who may be conducting clinics of your own. There's no better person to talk about it than this gentleman right here to my right. He's done clinics, private lessons for some of the best players in the world. Some of the biggest names.
That's what I do now. I do a lot of clinics. I did clinics last year for over 15,000 people. So it's kind of been where my career's gone now. I mean, for many years, for 30 years, I taught touring pros, and now, I just kind of, my career's gone full circle. So I'm not now really just help growing the game, teaching amateurs, and I don't do private lessons, but I just do a lot of clinics. So I reach a lot more people that way, and I enjoy it. And, it's fun for me. And the number one thing I always try to do really is I try to make it enjoyable. I mean, I remember when I first did a clinic. I was earlier in my career at Pinehurst Hotel and Country Club, and Dr. Dick Koop came. He was one of the best sports psychologists in all the world. And he came to listen to me speak, and when I got done, I said, Dr. Koop, how do you think I did? And he said, Hank, he said, you got to realize, he said, people only hear 10% of what you say. So I thought to myself, wow, I've got to repeat everything at least 10 times, okay? So they get 10% each time, they'll get it. And then the other thing I have to do is I just have to act like I know what I'm talking about, because most of the time they're not hearing it anyways. So I really try to dummy things down a lot, be simple, and make it entertaining for people. Have stories to tell, have little anecdotes, if you will, that they can relate to. And make sure that they have a good experience. And I think that's what you have to do when you're doing a clinic. You've got to find ways to make it fun. And I get people to laugh a lot without telling jokes. You don't ever want to tell a joke, because if you tell a joke and people don't laugh, then you don't have anywhere to go. If you tell a story that usually people laugh at, and they don't laugh, ooh, I got a really serious group here.
Yeah.
But you're still on stride. But you start telling jokes, and they don't work, then you're in trouble.
Yeah. Well, being a storyteller, that's kind of an art, right? Do you have to work at that, or
Yeah.
is it something that's kind of being natural?
Yeah, I mean, it's something. I don't work at it, but you just have to tell the stories. Obviously, when I did my show, the Haney Project, and I got with Ray Romano, he gave me a lot of great stories because he's such a character. Or I had Charles Barkley, so I've got something I can relate it to, because I've got famous students that people have heard of, and I can kind of tell a little story about something I learned from them. But everybody has run into people like that, or they've taught important people or people that are successful. There's some kind of stories that you can use, but I think that's a big part of doing a good clinic, is making it enjoyable for people, and people like to hear stories.